Well, hi everybody. I think that for textile is quite similar to the agriculture. According to the World Bank, textile is responsible of 20% not of the consumption of the water of the planet, but of the contamination of the water of the planet. And something that probably you don't know is 15% of the textiles that are produced, the garments that are produced, are never used by humans, or go to landfill, or are just incinerated. So I'm going to tell you about our journey and how we are working our company in transforming the textile industry. We focus in the main consumption product in textile, which is jeans. 6 billion jeans are produced every year. And to produce a pair of jeans, we contaminate around 150 liters of water if I don't consider the agriculture part, the cotton growing. I'm going to take the cotton growing out because if not, it will be much more. So we born as a company 30 years ago, in 1994, with the mission to dehydrate and detoxify textile industry, to eliminate water, what we call mission zero, zero water in production. That was the ambition, to produce textiles without water. And what we did is first we analyzed the value chain. And if you see in these graphs, in the value chains, if we take out cotton growing, in yarn manufacturing, you don't use water. To add color to the yarns, you use a tremendous amount of water. Then to make fabric, weaving, you don't use water. But in fabric finishing, that we need fabric finishing before going to produce a garment, you are using a tremendous amount of water. And the other part where you use also a tremendous amount of water is when the garment is already made and we need to do, in particular in the jeans, the famous stone wash effect. So we concentrate in developing technologies for these areas. Remember that we are speaking 25 years ago, 20 years ago. So talking 25 years ago, that was sustainability, it was impossible. It's not like now that we have really tailwinds. So the only way to do it was to reduce cost by reducing water. So our approach is not to clean the water. Our approach is to eliminate water of the process. So I cannot speak about every technology, but we have developed laser technology, optic and photonics, that rather than to take the indigo, the dye stuff out of the garments with water, we are sublimating with the energy of the laser, transforming from a solid to a gas using the energy of the laser, or the ozone technology, where rather than to oxidate and to use stones and heavy chemistry to bleach the textiles and to reproduce the effect of the past of the time in a textile material, we are using ozone that we create from a material that today is free of charge, that is the air. I say today because we don't know tomorrow what is going to happen, and that we transform again this oxygen into air. For me, the best invention that we made is this small machine that we call the nanobubble machine. And nanobubble machine is that, think about the water. We are using the humans, since the Egyptians in the Nile River, we are using the water as a carrier. So the only reason to use water is the water is transporting dye stuff and chemistry into a textile garment, into a textile material, and then it's taking something out and we deposit back in the rivers, so from the rivers to the sea. So we thought, okay, we need to invent a new carrier. And we developed a new carrier that is through ultracavitation technology. We create nanobubbles. A bubble is, a bubble is a wall of water and inside air. So in 1 square centimeter, we have 1 million bubbles. And rather than to transport chemistry with water, we are transporting chemistry with bubbles. With all this, we reduce from 150 liters per jean contaminated to only 30. But our ambition was mission zero. Our ambition was we need to go to zero. And then we thought, okay, now that we have reduced, now we need to recycle. And then we studied the water treatment plants, and we arrived to the conclusion that water treatment plants are not done properly. Why? Because you put all the water in heavy swimming pools, in big swimming pools, huge swimming pools with millions of liters, just to make sure that all the water contains the same thing. But why I want that all the water contains the same thing? If my machine is not producing water with salt, I don't need osmosis. So then so we create a project that is called H2O, that is small water treatment plants that are like a backpack that do attach to every single machine in production, and you transform this machine in a closed loop. It's like if you put like a backpack to your washing machine at home, but this backpack has been created to reduce the water of your washing machine, and you put another backpack to your shower. 2019 for us was like a global, huge event because we create for Levi's in the desert of Nevada in Las Vegas the first plant in the history of textile industry in 4,000 years that produce in a place where water is not available. This plant is today producing 10,000 jeans every day without water. And today, 50% of the global jeans production, of the 6 billion jeans that are produced in the world, use our technology, a technology that has been designed and made in Spain. And if I must to tell you, what are the difficulties? The main difficulty was not the invention. And if you see, we are horizontal in terms as a technology company, because we are in optics, we are in photonics, we are in oxygen generation, we are in ozone generation, we are in ultracavitation, we are in nanobubbles. We have the ability to be a horizontal company that is working for only one vertical. But the main difficulty was to change the mindset of the industry. All the products that we launched to the market, the return on investment was less than 2 years. All them were saving money, and all them were realigning profit and planet. All of them were reducing cost for the final consumer. But even like that, it took us 25 years to go from 0 to 50%. Now the snowball is going, so now we already see that is going to happen. And we believe that between 2025, 2026 will be 100%, because now it's something that is already happening. But it took us 25 years because the big companies, the big brands, the big retailers, they don't have a system to introduce innovation. They have a system to detect and to search for innovation, but they don't have a system to introduce the innovation in their companies. And I don't know who was speaking before about the needs of CapEx investment. This need of CapEx investment and how to finance CapEx investment. So we need to transform, and we have transformed CapEx into OpEx. If you ask me, what is the next thing for us as a company? Our next challenge is color, is here. Our next challenge is, we say, every single garment, every single textile material in the world contains color. And the biggest amount of water and energy is to transfer color into textile material. So we say our mission 0 for jeans, is over. We already achieved it. Took us 25 years. Our next mission is to eliminate water for color transmission to a textile material. If we do that, we will eliminate 20% of the water that is contaminating the market, in the world. It's huge. And technologically, it's simple. And probably it's going to take us 10 years, because now we know how to do it. But one of the messages that I want to bring for discussion and bring to this table is that sometimes we are thinking that, when we speak about water, how we measure how much water we have. What is the level of contamination? How can we produce more water? No, the secret is to save. We don't need to use so much water. Water is not a carrier anymore. And it's what I say, the water era is over. and we need to bring people to help us. We need to have in our companies a small point of activism. And when I say of activism, I'm not telling that because we are not an NGO. We are a very profitable company. And we make money cleaning and avoiding the use of water. So we need to bring money into it, but also we need to bring talent into it. And that's why it's very important that we transmit that taking care of the water, the narrative of what we are doing today, I think is huge. And I must say thank you to Bankinter for organizing this. Because what we are doing here is we are trying to align planet, profit, and something good for the people and the community. This is huge. And we need to attract talent into it and need to show that could be a fantastic business, but also we feel proud. I feel proud when I arrive home and I tell my daughters, hey, today we have achieved a new target and we have reduced so many liters. So this is something that I will like to also add to this conversation. I'm sorry because I speak too much and I think I'm out of time.